Your next tune, Resolution, has got a pretty cool video. When is it out?
Bonfire Night, 5th of November.
What's the inspiration for the song?
Oh God. Right, I was sat chilling with my friend, my brethren, big up Declan, and another friend of mine had pissed me off, and a lot of my friends have pissed me off over the past few years, sniffing too much cocaine and taking too much drugs, doing me head in basically. And one night after an argument, Declan was playing a song before I went to the studio, that Aaliyah song, that we need a resolution, we need a resolution. I went to the studio, Kai was making a beat, and I started writing this emotional piece of something. Which is probably the best thing I ever wrote. It got to the hook part, and Kai's like, what should we do for the hook? And I was like, nah, just put an Aaliyah sample in there. It's like, what Aaliyah sample? I was like, yo, just throw this in there. And then that was how it all started, kind of thing. But it's not just from that argument, it's from a lot of shit. And in general, it's quite relatable, I think, to a lot of people, because the older you get, the more you realise that socialising and social elements don't mean shit. Drugs don't mean shit. In Britain, there's a massive culture built around cocaine and drug taking and getting on it, and it's like you eventually, when you start growing out of this shit, and you know, the people that you're friends with or have grown up with, they're not necessarily at the same point in life as you are, and you're getting frustrated, or people chatting shit about you, you know, like making any excuse to hate you kind of thing, like falling out with a friend and, you know, all of a sudden you were the worst person in the world, and it's like, well, why the fuck were we friends so long then? You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. Yeah, basically, it's just kind of like growing up. It's like I'm fed up. And I know a lot of other people are fed up, and a lot of people will be feeling how I felt when I wrote that song. I mean, I don't even feel that way anymore. I kind of got it out of me writing the song, but you know, it's like, that's the kind of inspiration approach. So the whole idea of the Aaliyah thing with the resolution, it's like, you know, making a resolution, a New Year's resolution, or like she said, we need a resolution. It's like, well, you know, there we go, innit?
Where did the idea come from for the video?
I've been thinking about this video for ages. The whole idea of the princess element more came from watching the White Stripes, the Blue Orchid video. And then the whole ghost idea actually was kind of like, you know, it suits in with you have the crazy princess running around the manor, and it's kind of like, you know, she's off her head, like what's going on, doesn't know where the fuck, you know, she is kind of thing, in some crazy ass brooked up mansion. Obviously the next part is kind of like, I'm a ghost, you know, I say she's a ghost, it's me. I'm a ghost, you know, the princess is now all of a sudden a ghost running around places, and it's kind of like, right, well, you know, she's gone from having a crazy moment to then dying, and now she's dead kind of thing, and it's kind of like bringing out the song to life, really, the meaning of it. You know, you carry on doing what you're doing, you're gonna fucking die. Like, you need to stop. Like, you're gonna fuck some shit up, you're gonna fuck your life up. Even if you don't physically die, you might fuck up all your opportunities, or you might fuck up all your friendships, or all your family stuff, or whatever, you know what I mean? And then obviously we have the graveyard shot, which is kind of like, you know, solidifying that kind of thing, like visiting your own grave, basically. Like, it's because, you know, the song itself, when I say the inspiration, it's not just about how I feel about other people. There's elements in that song where I feel like that about myself, you know what I mean? And I know people have probably felt like about me at some points in life, or you know what I mean? Like, nobody ain't perfect. I've had a bit of a fucked up fucking life and past, and you know, I've grown past it, and it's like, you know, so in terms of the video, it's more like using myself as the example, and I hope it shocks people, like, in that sense. It's more like a wake up, you know what I mean?
Otherwise you'll become a ghost.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, lots of your videos have got a super unique style. Where is the inspiration for that come from? Like, you said dreams, like talks about the dreams, like, you know.
It's just mad shit. To be fair, it happens in REM sleep, doesn't it? And I don't know, my mind will just take me to mad places, and, you know, like, if I wrote a song And I'd be sat there and songs playing in my head in my REM sleep, and then all you see is some mad kind of visual, like the Chucky thing outside fucking Krispy Kremes. Like, fucking me and Vidal when we were outside McDonald's being Mr. and Mrs. McDonald kind of thing. And it's just the image, it's like those bright things end up coming to me kind of thing, and it's like you wake up and you're like, right, that actually looks sick, you know? I guess the rest of the inspiration, it comes from pissing about on eBay. I shop too much online. I look at, because I've bought so many stupid things in the past, like my recommended things that pop up are just stupid, daft, colourful things, and you know, I'll see something and I'll be like, I could use that, and then I'll buy that, and then I'll buy something on the fucking related things, and it's like, oh well, green would go with that pink thing, so you know, it goes from there kind of thing. Like, I'm just constantly on eBay buying stupid shit that I don't actually need, and then I end up with a room full of it, and it's like, oh, I have to make a video now.
Your next EP is called Anti-Sig.
Well, this EP.
This EP.
Is this one?
Out.
Yeah.
What else is this called on Anti-Sig?
So, Sig Sad World, like, it's an EP, but we released it single by single because of all the videos and stuff, and you know, I like to keep things exclusive like that, like, you know. So we're doing the same thing with Anti-Sig. So we've already put out Love and Hip Hop, which came out in April, and this is going to be part 2. There's 2 more parts to come, but they're probably not going to come till after New Year now. As long as it's all out by April, I'll be happy, because that's when I started putting it out, and it was the same with Sig Sad World. I started in the December and I finished it in December. So obviously with COVID, it's been a bit of a bitch, but I'm glad to be getting part 2 out. So we've got 2 more to go. We've got Trashy, and then what's the last one? Conflicted, which is very different.
How's it different?
I think people will be shocked when they hear Conflicted.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep us in the dark about that?
Yeah. I'm going to keep that element of surprise. Y'all ain't going to hear Conflicted for a while.
Where did the name Anti-Sig come from?
You'd think it's because everyone hates me, innit? Well, it is kind of, but it's not. My niece, when she was a little girl, she wrote in my Christmas card, Merry Christmas, Anti-Siggy. And it just cracked. I've kept the Christmas card like a whole life. She's like 14 or something now. And it was like, it's always cracked me up. And it's always been a bit like, nah, that's a sick name. Anti-Sig, you know, Anti-Sig. So that's where it's actually came from. But yeah, it also stems from people being bitches, you know, fuck the haters.
Which of your videos has been the most fun to shoot?
Sig's Got the Strap was hilarious. That was an hilarious shoot. Everybody on that shoot they bonded straight away because it was so crazy and it was so mental, and it was so hard to find the right people to be able to, you know, not be like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, that sounds disgusting. No. And the amount of people I did ask, yeah, and they were like that. They were like, you've lost the plot. No. Like, what are you doing? And then, you know, it was like, nah, I found the perfect people in the end. And I knew they were perfect because as soon as I told them the idea, they were like, fuck yeah. I'm doing that shit. It was fucking hilarious. To be fair, like, before a shoot, every time before I do a shoot, I get like kind of anxious. I think the most easygoing one actually was probably last week when we were doing this video, you know, when we went to
Pigeon Tower.
Yeah, in the graveyard. That was when I was kind of easy. I had loads of anxiety the night before we did the manor, but that's probably because I hadn't done it in ages. But it's always, it's not anxiety like, oh, am I gonna do okay? It's like, is everything sorted? You know what I mean? Shit, is this gonna go smoothly? If I organise that properly, like, because you know, I sort everything out for this shit. It's like literally, I'm not just performing. You know, I am literally finding the location. I'm sorting out all the props. I'm sorting out all the outfits, and not just my outfit. Everyone's fucking outfit. I'm sorting out what we're doing, where we're going, you know.
You're directing everything.
Pretty much, yeah, and producing everything, you know, you like, I have help from you guys with what the camera stuff and the lighting. You know, I am still very involved with the lighting, but you know, recently you've been taking over on that shit, thank you. Because it is one less thing to fucking worry about. But it's just always anxiety, like, shit, I'm doing like 10 jobs at once, and have I fucking got this? Have I brought that? Shit, is this person gonna turn up? What am I gonna do if, you know, this doesn't happen? And it is so fucking like, oh, you know, the night before, it's like you've prepared and you have to make sure everything is meticulously in position to be able to grab. I'm delighted that Kai's started doing driving. Because I was also the fucking runner and have to pick everybody up and drop everybody off. And yeah, it's just always been like a lot. But I love it. Being on set, it's like we get it done and whatever, and sometimes I come out and I'm crying my eyes out because I'm like, I don't like that, I look horrible, but then I get over it and it's kind of like, you know what, that's my face, tough shit, like, fuck the world.
That's the way to do it, man.
This is my face, I have spots sometimes, tough shit, like, I'm a bit fat now. This is what happens, girls, get used to it.
Yeah, what artist are you buzzing off the most at the minute? What are you listening to?
Baby Mother. I've been bumming off her for years, for like the past, 4 years? Wait, maybe 3. I found her. She is sick. She's absolutely, but she's retiring. I'm devastated. Please don't retire. She's great. She's fucking brilliant. Her producer is also fucking sick. She's a singer. She's called Kindora. She's sick. She's dirty.
What's your favourite track?
What, by Baby Mother? Toxic. She does a remix with Kindora. Toxic, you know, Brit. You're toxic, I'm sipping under. Yo, it's sick. Absolutely weighty. Yeah, she's bad. In a local spectrum, Sarah Angel. You met Sarah. She's bad. She's fucking bad. She's a bagger. She's like the Rihanna of Manchester. She's got a tune for everybody. She's sick. She's so sick. Yo, she smashed the last video, you know.
Yeah, she did, yeah. That
worked, couldn't it? She smashed it. Yo, check I told you you'd get famous. Fucking told ya. She smashed it. And Ashley, Tilly. Tilly's a lord. Fucking, yeah, he's sick. He's absolutely sick. There's loads of sick people in Manchester, man. I feel like I'm gonna leave everybody out. I feel like I need to go through the whole, like, you know, list.
100 names in it, like.
You know, there's so many, but Ashley's smashing it at the minute.
What's been the worst thing about lockdown for you?
Got fat. Nah, my lockdown's been alright, you know.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's been bitching about 2020, you know, putting the bin and all that. My 2020's been one of the happiest years in my life. I met my man. I love you, baby. No, I did. I met my man. I love him. It's been great. You know, I've just been trapped in the house with this beautiful man, and it's been brilliant, you know. The only downsides is not really having the freedom to go studio or just make these videos willy-nilly. Not being able to go and just see my nana when I want. That's been annoying, because I've always been everyone knows how close I am with my nana. Like, I wouldn't just have her in a rap video. It's one of them, innit? I guess not being able to just willy-nilly go see family and whatever, that's been a bit of a pain in the ass. But generally, I've been happy as fuck.
What one piece of advice would you give to other local artists at the minute?
Just crack on and do your thing. Don't let nobody ever put you down. When you start doing this shit and people realise you're not pissing about, you're not fucking about, you'll be surprised at how many people start hating. You know, people you thought were your friends for fucking the past decade will start hating on you and throwing shade, even if it's very light shade, you know. Fuck it. Just ride it. Just like, whatever. Just set your goal, focus on it, and get it done. And fuck the haters.
Nice smashed it.
Yeah, we all good.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Resolution out soon. Room 2 records, bitch.
Rich!
Bitch.